from the local station. This is Weather Authority Weekday.
Hey there, I am Weather Authority Meteorologist Michelle McCormick. Good Monday morning to you. We are currently tracking some kind of stormy weather moving on shore across our area beaches of Duval County, Atlantic, Neptune, Jacksonville beaches, and now we have a flood advisory in effect until 11:30. These are bringing some heavy downpours to the area, almost 2 inches in some spots as they move very slowly from east to west towards I-95. That sea breeze is expected to kick in and help move these really slow movers offshore for sure. So let me zoom out a little bit here and show you what I'm talking about, even as far as Nassau County. But look at that, just kind of hanging offshore there. Those storms just churning it up, have nothing to do with Hurricane Erin, just FYI. This is just some onshore flow bringing in some wet weather with the already moist air that we have across our area. So I want to show you some camera views of what I'm talking about here. Well, this is the airport. It looks fine here as those storms haven't quite made it inland yet. And we are expecting some mostly to partly cloudy skies today, 79 degrees. But no, this is what I wanted to show you, the Morningstar Marina camera. And you can see it's wet here. There's some droplets on the camera lens and the flag not even moving any at all. And that's kind of an indication that those storms are just not budging. 85 degrees already, but look, wind, a big old goose egg, not moving at all. So they were just kind of lingering. But moving down a little south the beach to St. Augustine Beach and the Guy Harvey Resort looks pretty good through here. People hanging out on the beach and just enjoying it. All right, but what's out in the ocean? Yeah, Hurricane Erin, and we've been really tracking this for several days now. Now, Saturday went from a tropical storm to a category 1, 3, 4, 5, like super fast Saturday, and then back down to a 4 where it was this morning at 2 a.m. And now the 8 o'clock advisory also has this storm as a 4. And I think we have some pretty cool Hurricane Hunter video. Caitlin, are we able to show that now? Because that would be incredible to show you. This was yesterday. Look at that really clearly defined eye wall from the Hurricane Hunters. I mean, how intense that's pretty spectacular. I mean, it looks almost fake, but it is pretty intense eye wall there. And just to be able to fly with these very brave, amazing Hurricane Hunter folks would just be such an honor to be able to do, and look at them just bouncing around in there in the eye wall. You know, it's always calm in the center of the eye, but getting to the center takes a little bit of a beating. So great stuff. Thanks for sharing, Caitlin. Let's show you what the track is doing now. We'll have another advisory coming out at 11 o'clock this morning, and we'll be sure to update our website accordingly. And then, of course, at noon, we will update you as well. But the 8 o'clock advisory has this storm right now, category 4, with winds at 130 mile per hour moving northwest at 13. So hurricane force winds at about 80 miles out and tropical storm force winds at 230 miles out. So packing a punch for sure. We also have video from Turks and Caicos that we want to show you from, I believe this is this morning. Yeah, thank you, Caitlin. You can see the trees blowing, the waves are high through Turks and Caicos. They were under a tropical storm warning all day yesterday. So, you know what? It's not a complete washout, and it's just some windy conditions along their beaches. And here at this pool of this resort, the 7 Stars Resort and Spa in Turks and Caicos. If you have travel plans to any of the islands, Virgin Islands, St. Thomas, up through the Bahamas, definitely check ahead. I know a lot of cruise ships have been rerouted, as well as even cruise ships that were supposed to be going to Bermuda have been rerouted to areas in Florida and into Mexico. All right, back to the track here. Hurricane Erin expected to stay well off the coast of Florida and the coast of the United States. As a matter of fact, you may have heard that Dare County in North Carolina has issued some tropical storm advisories, evacuations even for Cape Hatteras. We don't believe they're going to have, you know, we're not going to have those type of winds here. We're going to have gusty conditions and high rip currents and all that. And I have that for you right here. So high rip current risk for sure over the next 3 to 4 days. I mean, Wednesday, overnight is when the storm's really going to move on by, but we'll still have these, rough conditions as the storm passes us. Just because the eye of the storm is gone doesn't mean that the impacts of the storm are gone. So here's a nice coastal hazard chart for you. Wave heights as high as 10 feet possible. I know the red flags are already out at the beaches, so the lifeguards and beach personnel are aware of folks still vacationing here. East Coast schools, some schools even out west, don't go back until after Labor Day. And just because our kids are back at school doesn't mean folks are off our beaches. And these are extremely hazardous, very dangerous conditions at our area beaches. Even strong swimmers can get pulled out in a rip current. But I'll tell you what, there will be surfers out there. They will be enjoying their time in the waves, and thankfully and hopefully they are extremely safe and know how to read the conditions. We are expecting some beach erosion as well over the next few days. With high tide, we could see water all the way up to the dunes. So not ideal beach conditions. And please obey the flags. Please listen to your lifeguards, and please keep your eyes and ears really tuned in to what the storm is doing. Well, in addition to Hurricane Erin, there in red spinning, we have this area behind it. And this is just an area that could become the next potential tropical cyclone. As I zoom in a little bit into this space and zoom out, this is what we're watching. This next tropical wave has the potential to be our next perhaps named storm. As we move through the alphabet, the next letter is F. And the storm is Fernand. It's going to be mispronounced, I think, by many different people. It's Fernand. Anyway, that's the F storm. But it's that area right there that has right now a 50% chance of development over the next 7 days, moving north of the Leeward Islands by the end of this week. So once Erin is not a talker anymore, we could be talking about our next possible storm. We are starting the peak of our hurricanes, or we're getting into the beginning of the peak of our hurricane season, which is usually August through October. So a lot more hurricane talk on the way, and hopefully we'll continue to talk about hurricanes that stay far, far away from the Florida Peninsula and our eastern coast. All right, bringing it home. Temperatures right now not having a lot of room for heating up, if you will, because we're under some cloudy conditions across our area. It's 76 in Mayport because right now they don't have much sunshine to warm them up. Warmer inland before the storms move that way. 84 degrees McClenny, 84 in Orange Park. So taking a look at our cloud and radar forecast throughout the afternoon, we do have the potential for some heavy downpours at times, gusty winds, and of course some frequent lightning, which we're already seeing in that localized flooding due to slow moving storms already producing flood advisories in Duval County, Jacksonville, south side of town, all the way out to the beaches until 11:30. But really, the good news here is that Tuesday looks to be like one of the driest days we've had in quite some time. It's been hard to say we're not going to get any rain on Tuesday, but it'd be kind of nice to have a break from some rain. Winds are going to shift out of the northeast as well as the storm passes through. But the next 1 to 5 days, we look like we could have 1 inch to 1.25 inches in some spots, half inch in some of our areas as well as far as rain accumulation. However, right now we're seeing almost 2 inches of rain just from that one storm dumping across the south side of town. And then pool planner today, maybe we'll make it to 91 once the clouds clear up over the airport. That's where our official temperature comes out of. If not, we're going to be pretty off that mark and stay in the upper 80s. We hit 88 yesterday under all those cloudy conditions. We're hoping for more sunshine today. All right, so there's some look at the area high temperatures expected for today. 90 in McClenny, 92 in Orange Park, 89 out at the Golden Isles, and temperatures moving into the mid-70s overnight into tomorrow. And then, well, here's your 7-day forecast for you folks. We do have every day that chance of high rip currents, dangerous beach conditions, hazardous swells, hazardous rip currents, hazardous conditions at the beaches wherever you are. Here's a great beach shot there. I see it. Let's pull that up. I love this. You can already see the waves, the breakers, and the waves at the breakers are going to be even higher than the waves moving on shore. So definitely not the time to go out and learn how to surf by any means. And just if you want to take a look at a rough sea, it's best to do it from the walkovers. So that's going to be now through Thursday. And of course, we're going to continue to talk about this dangerous conditions at our area beaches all day today through Thursday, most likely. And the winds and the surf will likely continue to be rough through the weekend. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll update you again at noon and again at 4 p.m. this afternoon with Chief Meteorologist Richard Nunn. And always keep in touch with us online and on our app. Weather Authority app is super handy. It tells you when lightning is approaching your area. It gives you an update on the tropics, as well as any advisories that we have in our neighborhood and in your neighborhood. Thanks for tuning in. I'm meteorologist Michelle McCormick. We'll see you back here at noon.
See why every day more people are choosing News4JAX, Northeast Florida and South Georgia's #1 source for local news.